Jason back in the basement. Just wanted to do a super quick video. Just came back from vacation. Had a nice cruise on the MSC World America. And this was the first vacation that I took an instant camera on. Most of the time I take digital only and leave the instant stuff home. But I did bring the Lomography Instant Automat, and that shoots Instax Mini, and I bought about 3 packs of film, so 30 shots because each pack has 10 shots in it, and got some good stuff. Like, I'm pretty happy with it. Instax Mini isn't my favorite format. I'm actually more of an Instax wide, like the bigger frame, but I appreciate the Mini because the Automat, the cameras, for Mini are going to be easy to carry in a bag because they're smaller. Obviously the film size matters when it comes to the camera. So although I love the wide, it's a big camera. So I got to have a bigger bag or have a backpack, and, actually carrying it is more cumbersome. So I like to use that one more, inside the studio or at home, around the house. So that's kind of how I like to work it. But I'm probably going to try to use that one on vacation. I have another vacation coming in June to Montreal. I'm sorry, not Montreal. Vancouver and Seattle. 2-city, vacation. And I'm going to probably try to bring the Lomography Instant Wide on that one. But I want to do this quick video just to really talk about like how my experience was using it in the field. So I shot between my Fuji X-T10, which is my daily carry camera, 16 megapixels. And I brought a couple of lenses. So I brought the 18mm f2. I brought a TT Artisan manual lens, 35mm 1.4. And I brought a super zoom Tamron 18 to 300, just to cover all my bases. And then I shot the Lomography Instant Automat, for all my candid moments where I wanted to do like a portrait of the family, or my wife and my daughter. And what I learned was, because I haven't really shot out with it a whole lot since having it. I shot mostly at home at parties when we have gatherings, people come over and stuff like that. So I haven't really taken it out. But shooting out in the field on actual vacation when you're doing stuff, I learned that getting backgrounds is important with instant film, especially if you're going to use the flash. So obviously these cameras don't have big apertures. They're like, the widest it opens is f8, then it goes to f22, and that's it. That's all you get. So it's pretty dark in any situation. So even at f8 indoors, you're going to need to use a flash. So I always think about a backdrop. Like if I'm in a studio, you need a backdrop to create the background you want. So even out in the field, you got to think about your background. So when I'm indoors, I was on the cruise ship, I'm thinking about a scene and what it would look like to have that background with my family in it. And that's how I think about it. And I think you can get good results if you think about it that way, because other than that, if you shoot with no background where the flash is not going to really get to illuminate the background, it's going to just have a black, background, which is cool, can be cool on its own, but the background's just going to be really black, and you probably want something else to kind of counteract those shots, right? So those are cool, but then you might see like, oh, that's a cool wall right there. It's like orange or blue and has stripes or something like that. And then you can use that as a background to get your subject to kind of place right in the middle of it, or to the left or right of it, and really work the scene. So that's what I learned the most. And even in bright daylight, where what I like about the Lomography Instant Automat is that you can turn the flash off. And so I did, and I was able to use it in the bright sun and bright light and really just let it be a natural, scene without the flash going off for no apparent reason or overexposing because it's too bright. And it does a great job of that. So very happy with that. So I'm shooting this on the fly, so on my phone, by the way. So I probably will try to, scan the photos and splash them in this video. And then if you're an instant user, let me know what your thoughts are. So planning to do more instant photography in 2025. My next trip, like I said, I'm going to bring the Lomo Instant Wide with me and see how that goes. It's a big camera, but I'm going to try it out and hopefully I get some good stuff with it. So I'm really trying to explore the art form. So that's all I got. Peace.